Let there be peace, love, joy. Welcome to Satsang. Come here. The jungle of my mind. You inspire me. We speak of the jungle of the mind when there is no doubt about it, about its reality. And why jungle? Many trees, many branches, many directions are given there or are to be found. So really there is somebody there, or very happy in his location, or lost and tries to find his ways. And as the mind is only movements which go on changing, that one has to find out that is always searching for the right direction. But the right direction goes on changing. He feels very lost, unsatisfied. Eventually, he's totally exhausted to go where there is beautiful suggestions of happiness and peace. So how to come out of this jungle? After having bitten so many fruits and having been bitten by so many thorns, how to come out of this jungle? That's the last hope. It is the jungle which troubles me, so there must be an exit, something else beyond this jungle. So all the examples you can hear, like the 10th man to go to the boat. Only 10 can go, and he's counting 1, 2, 3, up to 9. He says 1 is lost. Till somebody says, you forgot to count yourself. Or this other example of wearing glasses and searching for them, till somebody says, they are on your nose. Or mistaking, because of the company, the circumstances, that cub lion thinking he's a donkey because he was welcomed by the donkey community, till a real lion comes to tell, look at the lake, look at your face. And he sees only then that he's also a lion, not a donkey. All that to say that the exit, when you feel you have this mind, there is only one exit. the root of all this trouble, the root of all this imagination is I thought, I. All this is due because I is taken for real. And whenever somebody says I, it is after birth because he thinks he's born. So, from where this I is born, that is the exit. From where I comes from. So nothing has to be changed. It's just to go into the direction of prior to this so-called unquestionable base we give oneself, I am born. Prior to that. And that is realized when one doesn't grasp the concept or the thought, I am somebody. That's the real exit. Because, in fact, if you follow the direction, or if you just keep quiet without grasping that thought, then only you see, oh, all that was an imagination. So there is no exit in the jungle of mind. I think I cannot say much more. If it is not clear, please tell, ask. If it is very clear, please tell.
I wanted the question, is this about then mind always has content, so it can't be contentless?
I am not English, so...
Slowly.
Yes, is it that the mind...
Mind is content,
yeah,
and cannot be contentless.
Contentless. Content, I understand. Content there is something else, yes, which contains it.
Yeah, conscious, so it can't be without content of imagination and conscious materials. So can it be without nothing?
You see, you have to see the nature of mind. And as you say, if you give any answer to that, you will have a better answer and a better understanding next month. And it is without end. So it is not in the mind that you will see any satisfying finality in your question.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why, go to the root. What is the root? What is the root of this imagination or mind?
Mind.
Yeah, but whose mind? Whose mind?
The I.
The I. The I. And what do you mean by I?
The I that is here now, speaking.
Yeah, was a location, was a body, was a mind.
Exactly.
So when you say I, it's really not alone. It is full of concepts already.
Yeah.
Hmm? So there is a very nice tool, actually. If one feels glued to that I and wants to free himself, it is to ask from where I comes. And of course, with the mind you cannot go there because I looks like the last station or the first station. So it's a direction, and the direction brings you where it ends. and you keep quiet there. Whenever you like, you again keep quiet there. And only like this, you will discover that I is a concept, actually. And all this world appears with I. Did I answer?
Yeah, sort of helps in
But you see the direction better than the answer? You go into that direction. You can ask yourself now, silently in yourself, and you try to keep quiet where this question finishes. And if there is any question from there, you tell me. It's always very important.
Ganga,
Yes.
you asked me what's the greatest desire in my life,
Yes.
and I thought of it, and it is to experience where I really am, and to experience the source of my subject. But on the other hand, there are a lot of things which are very far away from the source, which I also like to experience.
Sure.
It's like I want to get out of the jungle, but I'm very affected by a lot of fruits, and want to study the fruits and
Yes.
to enjoy them.
Yes.
So this paradox confuses me a bit. I'm not sure it's because of my age or because...
The age is part of it, sure. The age is part of it. So, in the tradition, I think it was very clever. At the young age, you have to hear. One day, this to search who you are, to be at where you always have been, because you never lost it. But to realize that, at least have a taste of it when you have opportunity, like in satsang, to be at the source. So how? Questioning from where I come. Now, if you have other desires, you can be sure that you will have this feeling of in and out. Whenever it's time for you, you will go in, especially if you are not happy. And when you bite a fruit, after some time you will see more and more, oh, I've been identified, I've been enjoying so much. But you will get many experiences out of that. At some point, who knows, nobody knows in advance, but to have kept at least a stick. Who am I, after all? That you may use sometimes. It will make grow this desire, it will make it grow as a priority.
What do you mean by
So,
stick?
who am I? It's a stick.
Okay.
Because if you enjoy or not, who you really are doesn't care. But since you are still not realizing who you are really, which is here itself, but it has no shape and no enjoyment, as you think. Otherwise it's full joy and peace and love, but not as you think. So go in the world, travel, bite fruits, don't forget here. When I say here, don't forget what you hear about who you are.
I can't forget it.
You're lucky. And at some point you will see, you come back to me and you tell me. You have to know what is the word really by your own experience to have a real realization, you see. You have to know the nature of things.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's just theory. You have to see, you have to break your head, you have to enjoy, you have to see all those things with this borrowed wisdom, still, that everything goes on changing. One who doesn't change is who I am really. You go and see.
Thank you.
And don't listen, that is my suggestion. You do whatever you like with that. Don't listen to anybody who tells you something else about the subject. There is no other way. You will have to come back to who I am in reality. Now, if you want to enjoy other path, know that it's for the sake of curiosity. It's not real. So do whatever you like with what I tell you. And good luck. Huh?
So Ganga, is it hello?
That's your name.
Anaya.
Anaya.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for receiving us today.
Oh, please, it's your place, huh?
Yeah. In my life, there have been periods of time where it seems that a greater part of myself is running the ship, moving things forward. Tell me if my English is difficult to follow.
No, also fine.
It's okay. And then it seems a little bit like this man was saying.
Are you the same age?
No. It's almost from intense periods of practice, and then that crossover between coming back into the world and living life. The identity has gone through places of being annihilated and then almost reforming, and it's just its own little motor running away in the background. And I guess I would like to know how one is able to exist in oneness all the time, in the middle of it all.
Beautiful. Yes, very beautiful. But it's good you have practiced and seen all this, It's good, because you come to this point where maybe due to enough serious practice, you see, it doesn't look like it is doing the same practice that I will come out of this in and out. Is it okay if I say in and out?
Yeah.
It's really that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is inherent to practices.
Is what? Inherent.
Inherent to practices.
Okay.
Because you see, who is the meditator? It is still somebody, even though I totally agree, because of the practice you would not say simply, oh, I'm a woman. You may say that sometimes where you are in the world, but when you are meditating, you will have other answers, like also I am meditating. You see, I am a meditator. But it is change of dresses, of I. Can you go farther in the change of dresses than a meditator? I don't think so. Then it will be a more subtle meditator than the first meditator, and it will be mirroring like this infinitely. Okay. Still you will be a meditator. Means I took that dress. So you always play with I still. And that's why there is no way out. Because I Which nature has I? When you sleep, do you say I sleep while sleeping? So I comes and goes like anything. Like anything else that one may experience, may know, may feel. So, who are you? You are the one who sees all that. And you keep quite there. You have not to reach it. You keep quite there. And let life play on you with, if you like, silent moment and agitated moment. But this belongs to I, the I thought I was. I don't want to confuse myself today. So where is the in and out here?
You were saying hold that position of the witness.
See?
Keep not rushing forward, stay in that place.
Just keep quiet now, you will see. Keep quiet before you grasp anything you have known so far and done. You do? I want to see. You don't grasp any thought, any knowledge, any practice, any attainment, any question, any conviction of your mind. Is there any in and out here? Keep quiet. And know, when you have the feeling or the experience, oh, I'm lost, oh, I am doing this, it's only state of mind. Just say, you point, you spot. Don't fool me again, my mind. I know. Okay, I look like lost. Now you will not say I am lost. I look like lost. I look like silent. It's just the appearance. So whenever you dedicate this moment to your own self, which is always there, so you can be more compassionate with your practice. Yes.
You guys know, and I have a question before I know it. Something about, there's some conflict inside about being aware of that I arising, and then
You are aware?
yeah.
Then why don't you keep quiet?
What pulls me out often is this feeling of, like, in relationship. It's this feeling of I can be quiet.
Relationship can come here. So you are not aware that.
No, but the I gets involved in that.
Yeah, but then you have to start like this. I'm not aware, and that's why I'm so involved with relationship.
Yeah, that's where I go. It's like the feeling is, it's a story, but I want to inquire through it. The feeling is that it's so much simpler to not be in relationship because you can keep witnessing that you can keep remaining as the awareness of science, and the thing that seems to pull me into identification again is
But listen, you are never so far in awareness and silence. They are experiences. It's not who you are. That's why all this confusion happens. You think that you have this moment of awareness and silence, that this is real, this is who I am. But no. It's an experience like any other experience, more subtle, of course. But it's not who you are. You are not aware.
doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm awareness,
Of
and then
course.
there's this stupid character going
The
on
faking
in the
is always looks like. It looks like. Then why is it not now?
What?
The first thing you see is to hear who you really are is here now. It never comes and goes.
Yeah.
So why this is not here now? If it was
It is.
real,
It is here now.
and then why you ask question?
Because the character does that. It's like a program's playing out.
No, I don't. I don't believe you.
Uh-huh.
You must be honest with yourself.
Mm.
Is it here now that you are silent and aware?
But that's what I am, but this character is...
No, you borrow this knowledge. It's not your experience. Everybody can give a course like this, of course. You are what you are, and this and that, and I mean, then what? Then what? It's a borrowed knowledge. Of course that everybody can say. But you see, the one who knows, he will know this is coming from hearing it. It's your concept. You have trust a concept like that. It is not true. It's not your truth. If you agree, I will continue, otherwise not. If you agree that those experiences you have are experiences,
Yeah.
it comes and goes, even though when you have the experience to be aware and in silence, I know those experiences, they give you the feeling that it's always there, that's what I am, because you have touched the substratum of this manifestation. You see, this manifestation, you can say it's becomings. All are becomings. It needs a substratum. It is beingness. But this is not the end of it. Beingness belongs to the creation also.
Yeah.
It gives us the sensation of eternity and of real. That finally that's real. That's why one loves to meditate also, because he finds a refuge. Oh, I feel home now. And it resources himself. Means he resources the somebody who has got those experiences and the life.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you contradict yourself with before.
Yeah. That's the mind, it's the jungle.
Okay, but you see that
Yeah.
by yourself?
Yeah, I think also it's really interesting you saying that even that sense of beingness is, there's an I in it.
Yes.
That it feels like a bigger I
Yeah,
than
and
little
it is.
I,
It is not
but-
your personal I.
Yeah.
You have gone in other levels of consciousness.
Yeah.
And of course, there it looks impersonal.
Yeah.
Still, it's
Still
another
another
dress.
sense of I, yeah.
It's another dress. It is still somebody. That's why it comes and
Yeah.
goes. Why? Because that's somebody. And all what is glued or created by that somebody is of the nature of nothing. It's a mirage. It comes and goes. Appearance. Okay, good. So now you understand why you waver this way and that way. And it will always be this way unless you realize yourself. Who am I? Who is the one who knows silence? Who is the state of silence? Who is the one who knows the world? It happens to whom? To I. Yeah? You could say so? No. You could say so? Tell me, to whom it happens, the state of silence?
Yeah.
Who is feeling? Who is experiencing it? You have to see. You have to dig. I will not give you the gun. You swallow another knowledge of somebody else. You see by yourself.
It's a sense, but I can't find...
Yeah, sense. Who has a
someone.
sense? Who has a sense? Is it the dog there? Is it me? Who has a sense? Dare to tell. Because it will destroy your building. That's why you don't want to tell. You know very well the answer. Whose sense? Tell it. Then your building is finished. Come on. You are strong or not? As you want to show. As you want to show.
Oh, I can't.
Come on.
So, say it again.
You have a sense.
There's a sense
That's
of someone.
what you said.
Yeah.
You have a sense of someone. And who says so?
It's like a thought. And then it's...
Who says so? I didn't ask you to describe what
No.
it is. It's a thought? Okay.
Who?
But whose thought?
don't know.
Yes, you know. I don't know. I have a sense. I see it's a thought.
Yeah, but what, when you say who that I is, I don't know how to answer. Right.
No, but you have to answer.
I can
Otherwise
say I, but then
can-
it's just a
No.
word, isn't it?
No! It's a word. Then who can say so? It's a word.
Oh, yeah, that I.
No, I'm happy. It's a word. So it's a thought.
Yeah.
Don't grasp it then. And stay there. Keep quiet there. And know, if you ask any questions, if you know anything, it's because you step into your mind and grasp it. Is there any I? Is there any relationship here? Tell me. Tell me. If there is no I, where is the relationship? There is no relationship here.
I think I've done my homework, and I was able to have these glimpses of quietness, which was a problem before.
Yeah.
But still, always I feel that it's still happening in the mind, because the mind brings the question, what's the source, where it all comes from, who am I?
Yeah, but when you keep quiet, it means you went to the source.
But then
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
the
But
mind comes and
immediately-
pulls me off the
No,
source.
no, not like that. Immediately then, the mind comes because he will always come back. It is not him who imposes, it is you who grasp it. Why? Does the mind will tell you anything right
No.
about who you are?
No, no, no.
And to have been a seeker, it was not illusory? Then, those questions belong to the old seeker.
The seeker is still here, I think.
The seeker is still here.
It seems.
And why you listen to your mind? If you listen to your mind, listen, Anna. If you listen to your mind, you will be a seeker infinitely. It's not fun. You have to take birth again and again. Since we are not infinite in the body-mind, you have to take birth again and again.
I know, but as I told you last time, I have this attachment with being a seeker, and it's so
You have
difficult
to see that it's a big misery. First of all, maybe because of last big merits, you found good gurus this time. Next time, because you didn't listen to good gurus, what will happen?
I'll find better.
Yes. Yes.
No, it won't happen.
Ah,
It won't
it
happen.
wouldn't happen. It depends on you.
No, yeah, I won't let it happen. I'll keep doing my homework. I
Yes.
promise.
Yes. Yes. From now, nothing else will help you, I tell you.
I know.
You have studied, you have done everything to arrive here. Now, once you are here, you want to run away. No. No, not possible. Otherwise, you create your own hell. Misery.
So I would like a tool because I'm leaving and you won't be there. So
But it's not because I am there that you were keeping quiet.
but when
It's what I
when I
indicate.
try to run away, you pull me back. And
You can always have an urgent phone call
okay.
when only it's urgent. No, have confidence. Let me see. Why you? First of all, why do you kick me out like this wherever you go?
No,
Yeah, you do. If you think that it's because you go to Porto that you are not here, then you kick me out.
no.
Yes, I am there. And you know what I'll tell you, always.
I know.
So, you just bring me with you, that's all, huh? Okay. Okay. I feel still full of regrets. I don't know. Oh. Welcome to Satsang. Big turbulence here. You can sit there. Voilà. You were so eager to come to Satsang today. It's very good news. So you are here? You are present? Papaji says. Ooh, there I was. Thank you very much to see me. All right. Okay. All is nice. The technique to return to your source is very simple. Outside attachments do not allow sitting still and meditating. So, avoid for some time means even a split second. All outside attachments, like you do when you sleep and have a very peaceful night. Practice this in the daytime. The instant in which you forget all your outside attachments, the instant doesn't ask for you meditate 5 hours a day. One instant will be the taste of tremendous love and happiness. Then, slowly, means in time, you will stop looking outside until the outside and inside are the same, causing both to cease to exist. Don't make any effort. In a split second, it is possible. And don't even think, and you will know who you are. Don't think of the past or the future, and within this you will find that you never have found before, what you never have found before. But few people do this, and instead waste their lives in practice which only expands their ego. I already read this, doesn't matter. So, simply be quiet, make no effort, and you will know who you are. Now, since I read it, I will read it. Another one for your happiness. Vigilance is keeping aware of what enters the mind house. Mind house. I am such and such. I live this and that. Silence compris. I am aware. I am not aware. Mind house. Do not fight with the arising thoughts. Do not fight, but simply watch them. Do not disturb your mind and do not divide it in and out. But even this watching is through mind. So, then, strike at the root of the illusion by inquiring who is watching the thoughts. Otherwise, a doer survives as a watcher, and this is mind. In the same way, wanting to kill the mind just creates a killer, which can be only effort and movement, only mind itself. You cannot find and kill the mind. It is the 10-headed demon. The mind is compared with a 10-headed demon. Chop off a head and another will grow back, because I am bound and I am free are exactly the same trap. Only the desire for freedom will help you. without this intense desire for freedom, you will take birth that you like it or not. Because you are what you think. Think to destroy the mind, and mind is a destroyer, not destroyed. Think only of freedom, and you are freedom. So, simply keep quiet, simply keep quiet, simply keep quiet, and make no effort. Don't even make the effort to carry the burden of the I thought. Close your eyes a split second. Let those words invade your heart. Very nice, eh? You sit because I want to give you your name. I'm not a giver of names. I give names when one absolutely wants it. So, you will be called by me and by yourself. Tulsi. It has two beautiful meanings, which is the same, but one is devotional, means in the kingdom of plants, Tulsi is a sacred plant, symbol of devotion for Krishna, which means the self. Otherwise, in Sanskrit, it's tu means you. Laya, absorption. Asi, being. So the self-absorption in beingness. Okay? I see I wrote in French, then I should. No, it's okay. This is be, being. You have a new wife. Okay?
I did what you said yesterday, and
Little louder, please.
I did what you said yesterday, and I always arrive at there is always something aware of what's happening, and I don't think that's quietness. I think that's another I.
If you think so, it is. If you keep quiet, it's not. If you think so, you create somebody aware, conscious. If you're not, you don't create. You have to be very vigilant to spot what's the mind. If you know, it's so without compromise. If you pick up a single notion, you are in the mind. That's what you feel because you listen to a notion. You see, all this talk about awareness, freedom, liberation, all looks like no worldly talk. It is still a talk. The mind is very agitated. That's what I say. At some point, the seeker is in misery also, because he replaced maybe with his seriousness and whatnot, he replaced the talk by the spiritual talk, the Advaitic talk. But the real Advaita is no talk at all. Not that you will shut up and repress. It's that there is nothing more to arise your curiosity. But of course, as we all have a journey, you see what means a journey? It's because still one is searching, and in that journey there are steps. So of course, as I say today, don't listen to a doubt, but to start a journey you have to doubt. And then have good company. The company of those who only speaks of that. And this and that. So you transform your inner talk with this talk of freedom and what's not and what's it and so on. But at some point this also has to go, isn't it? Otherwise when you will keep quiet? When? For that it has to be very clear to see what's mine. Any single stirring up, agitation, let it be about silence and peace. It's a talk. It's an agitation. Don't go there. It's mind. Because you see, it's not attaining who you are. It is just not being curious for something else. Let it be the topic of who you are. Yes.
I don't know exactly.
A little louder, please.
It's still coming and going and forgetting.
Okay. That is the mind. It's not who you are. You cannot forget who you are because you have not to remember it. You have to know this is the mind speaking to you, suggesting. You cannot forget who you are because to realize is not to remember it. This mind can only forget and not forget and remember. It can do that only. But what is extraordinary, unique, is that who you really are is not subject of those changes, is not depending on remembrance or forgetfulness. So what you have to be vigilant to spot, that's the mind. I don't go there. Even if it looks, it has the solution or the weakness, and that's why you are not yet realized. He will never say anything about who you are. He's just a clown. He pretends. So if that is removed, there is a problem. A realized person is not a person who has a mind always remembering who he is. It's impossible. It's an imagination of the mind. Is someone who is no more someone in the sense, because if you are in the mind, you have to care. There is a care. You care for this, you care for that. There is no carelessness because the mind has been seen as a mirage. And the one who is playing in it included. It's not somebody who has an enlightened mind. He has a very ordinary mind. Mm-hmm. Yes?
There's this wanting to hold on something.
To hold on enlightenment, but for you, for the one who is born, it would be extraordinary to enlighten myself who is born. Mm-hmm. We all have this ideal in the beginning. This is a golden carrot of the search. You know you are not enlightened, you seek, and one day you will be enlightened. Wow! This is a superhero. But at some point, you have to see that it's an utopia, so you never reach there. Because
I cannot say that I have something, I can find something that is not coming and going. Experiences come and they go there, and I forget about them and I don't...
Yeah, good. Then what's the question? It's not who you are. This is what you think of you. And then who is aware that there is somebody who is going here and there? What is that? I? But which one? Because this I becomes a bit also a confusion. Your mind. No? If you see, I am going here and I am going there. It's not I then. What is that which sees? This is who you are. Don't try to objectify it now. You keep quite there.
Pointed out. But
Okay. Yes, I know. So now, yeah. No, not me. No, as you like.
There is one idea that is bothering me the last days,
Yeah.
and it's this idea of the improvement.
Ah, yeah. Sure. You have made a lot of progress. Why you laugh now? Tell me the truth.
Because this is not the answer.
Yes. The ultimate answer, you mean. If you are a seeker, surely you make progress. You are not the same question. The questions are not the same in the beginning of the seeking and now. That is true. Understanding which were not there before, they are here now. Even you laugh when you speak of improvement, because you know it is about somebody, about the seeker, that you are not. You think you are, but you are not. So here, of course, there is no question of progress or not. So you made such a progress that you are totally able to hear this. You think you are a seeker. You think that you arrive somewhere better, sure, as a seeker. But you are not a seeker. You are not anybody. In fact, realization is to realize that. And then when I rises, the one you thought to be, still rises, you know, you thought to be, so you thought to be, so. Toby.
It depends.
Huh? What's next?
No, that still is very. I gave it a lot of power, or.
Yeah, hearing this, you give power to this? No. Then why next? It would not be. Why do you think because of the past that you will again pick it up and so on? No. Don't go and fetch the garbage. It smells. No, really. You don't need to have progress. You are as beautiful as you are. Yourself is full and contented and empty at the same time, and you will never know what it is, but you know you are it. Who pretends he knows himself is a fool. But at least he lost, because of real understanding, he lost this curiosity to know, because he knows, then he objectifies, and of course, then he's a gunner seeker. How many times we do that? At some point, one gets fed up. Huh? So, very nice. And realization is not to know yourself, but you realize means you keep quiet now. And you know that whatever appears, it's the mind. You can play with it, but not too much in the beginning. It's hot still. It's an illusory heat, but still. Don't take risk. So, keep quiet, keep quiet. If there is anything you tell, maybe there is nothing left. Yes, wonderful. You will always say, not now. Not now. There is nothing left. That's a good answer. They always say now. You say not now. You meditate? I hope not.
question.
Yes, please.
I've kind of been listening and think, just what I picked up for me was mind being a distraction and sounding like it was unhelpful. So if we're born with mind, is there a purpose of mind? What is the purpose of mind?
To realize yourself.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's a
That's
beautiful.
enough.
It is enough.
And self. I've sat with this. Well, I didn't want to say anything, but because I knew that it was coming from the mind, and it's a concept that has been given to me, but there's a curiosity around it of what is nature of self.
It's who you are, you see.
Yeah.
It's the only thing which never goes.
Yeah, unfathomable.
But you may veil it when you believe your mind, that's all.
Yeah. So it's a personal self and then the self.
No. I don't even mention the
Okay.
personal self, it
Yeah.
is I,
Yeah.
you see. There is only one self.
Yeah. Okay. The unfathomable.
Huh?
I don't, in terms of self, from what I understand, it's the thing that I can't define it.
No, you can't, because how can you objectify it?
Yeah.
If you objectify, I is the owner, and
Yeah.
again it tells a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So that's why it is very much suggested, keep quiet.
Yeah.
Keep quiet before grasping the mind.
Yeah, I know, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
You have seen it now? What not to do or what to do?
Just knowing it, and there's a sensation or a feeling, maybe that's what I find. Maybe just sitting there and knowing it.
No, don't depend on knowing, you will unknow.
Yeah.
Don't depend on feeling, you will not feel. At some point you see.
Well, it will just change
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, don't depend on
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Who you are doesn't depend on anything. Everything else depends on that.
Yeah. I can't grasp it.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Don't want to, I don't think.
The mind is a devourer. He loves to own, you see. He wants to contain everything, but he can't from where he comes. He disappears. And don't have this idea that the mind will not reappear. The mind will all the time appear and reappear as long as you are alive. It doesn't mean anything. It is the life like this. It is. But don't confuse yourself. That's all.
It's fine. I like my mind.
You like your mind. Be
Yeah.
careful.
Not too much sometimes.
Don't bring the mind here. We were speaking on the self.
Yeah.
You like so much your mind that you cannot even say a sentence without it. Why to like it? It's just like that, that's all. Not to like it, you have not to dislike. That's it, or? That's it?
Yeah, I'm just going to sit now.
You sit. No.
I'm not going anywhere.
You don't compare with your standing. You never sit.
Well,
You only describe who you think you are. You tell him that. In satsang, we don't have these ordinary talks, you see. It's just to break this so powerful mind to tell you things. If I felt I was sitting, then I will lose all my talk when I am going away. I only speak like this sitting, you think? Okay. Do you like to to get up?